Hi everyone. In this chapter, I would like to briefly discuss session management and data entry and R programming. So you have already studied those materials. You can just skip and go to quizzes. So first, session management. So working directly. So R have some default working directly. If you start R, and you type get working directly, you can see the default working directly where we import and export files. And if you want to change this, you can type set working directly, then you put full path. For example, if I want to put the set this directly as the directly to use, then you can set working directly. If you specify a directory which does not exist, it returns this error. Okay, so once you started R session, some objects are also included in R. So you can check ls function list. So you can see all objects. If you want to remove some of them, you can remove function. Now B0 and B1 has been removed. If you want to remove all objects, you can use remove list is equal to ls. Then you can remove everything. So now no objects here. So probably I created these objects mistakenly in our default the file. So that's why it exists when I started our session. So suppose we have several objects such as A and B. Okay, so now A and B exists in R. We want to save this object. And how to do that? You can go to workspace, save workspace. Then you can save this as our data file. So sample data, sample workspace one, our data. Then now these objects are saved. So when maybe just in case that we end our session, so everything has been erased, but once you typed this, you clicked this one, then you can load it, the objects. So if you type A and B exists. So this is convenient when it takes time to create A and B. So A and B are very complicated results of your analysis. Then you want to start this from here tomorrow. So you can save the work file and load the file when you want. You can also do workspace and load workspace file. Or also, you can use the save.image to save workspace file and also type load of the workspace file to load the data. And the one thing you have to be careful is that the code you typed will not be saved. So A and B objects exist in workspace file, but the code to generate A, B are not saved. So you have to do that. You have to use text editor to save file. Either you can use any text editor or RStudio, or also R includes some text editor. You can go file, new document, then you can type something. You can also type comments. So 1+1, then if you enter this in Mac OS X, the command plus enter, then this code is implemented in our console. So code will not be saved, so you have to save in a text file. Okay, so also there are ways to output some objects to file, for example, text file. And also that you can import code from file without typing. So you just prepare a text file which includes our code. then you can use the source function to load those codes. So if you are interested in, you can check. So this is the R, how to manage the R workspace and also objects. Next, library. So some functions are in default R package. For example, the summation is originally there, but the some functions are not there. For example, the skewness function. This is the third moment, the sum function of third moment. Skewness function is not in the default R package and in another package developed by other people. So in such a case, actually the skewness function is in E1071 package. So if you want to use this package, you have to do two things. First, install the package. Second, load the package. Install is only for the first time. So from the internet, you install. The load the package, that is that you declare to use this package. So you have to do this every time you started R. So the concept is that if we include all functions in default package, it becomes too heavy. So if the functions are used by only specific people and at specific times, that you can just make it, the R actually made it the optional. So only you load the package you need. And to install the package, this is only for the first time. You can go to package and data and package installer, and you type the package you want. Usually you use Google to see which package you want. Then you can install dependencies. You can check install dependencies to install package which is required by this package. Then you can install package. Then now I can type library 1071. So we load package, the second step. So this is needed every time. Then now that you can use skewness function. Skewness of A is 0 because A is just a flat function. If we have this kind of skewed graph, then skewness of A, skewness of A square is 0.48. You can also type the help of skewness. Then you can see the definition of the skewness function. So this is within E1071 package. You can find such information on the internet. If you want to detach the package, so you want to cancel loading the package, then you can type the detach package. So detach of package E1071. Then now we detached, so we cannot use the skewness function anymore. So this is how to use the library in R. Often you need a library to use more advanced functions. And the next topic is data frame. So we have studied the data frame in the previous chapter, but we have one convenient feature, the attach and the detach in data frame. Okay, so suppose we run this code. We defined 3 vectors, chase, city, and Amex. And we defined data frame D, which consists of chase, city, and Amex. Now we have 4 objects: chase vector, city vector, Amex vector, and D data frame. Okay, so within D, we have chase, city, and Amex. So these chase, city, and Amex are duplicated. So we remove the first 3 objects here. Then now we only have D. So D is this data frame. And to access to this vector, the chase within D, we have to type D $chase. If we just type chase, this does not exist. R cannot recognize where the chase is. So, but this is sometimes inconvenient because every time we have to type $. We can avoid this by attach function, attach D. Then after that, you can type chase to see the data or city. If we want to cancel this operation, attach D, you can type detach D. Then now we cannot access to the chase. And you can see in the slides how to modify the data frame by some other functions, such as subset and transform. So we have to be careful when we change the data by using attach function. For example, attach D, then we have chase. So second element of chase, we change it into 29999. Then chase has been changed, but the original D that has not been changed. So we have to be careful when we revise the data with using attach. So some statisticians don't use attach and detach at all because of this ambiguity every time they type $. Hi everyone, the next topic is data entry. So the most efficient and the easiest way to import data into your R session is by using the text or a CSV file. So suppose that this file is available in your directory and we want to import the data. So at first, make sure that your working directory is correct. So you have the file in this directory. And suppose that we have the file in this directory, CSV file. In the textbook text format, the CSV file looks like this. So the lines are separated by enter key, and these three elements are separated by comma. So this is a data frame with 3 vectors. The first line has column names. We want to import this data. Then you can use the read.table function. So read.table, file name, credit CSV, then separation symbol SEP. CSV is comma separated file, so I specified it as comma. Then header is equal to true. Then you can read the data. But you can only see the data by this. So usually we name it and you can use this D. Yep. So if the file is separated by the numbers are separated by tab, then you can use tab or /t. Actually, credit.txt is tab separated file. So this works the same way. And the slice explains other ways to import data, such as the Excel data from clipboard and from other statistical softwares, such as SAS data file, the Stata data file. If you are interested in, you can look at it, but the most efficient and easiest way is use the CSV or text file.